Carolina Panthers report to Spartanburg, South Carolina for the start of training camp on Sunday. There's a lot of intriguing storylines this year. But here's 6 players to watch. Number 1, Dwayne Jarrett, wide receiver, third-year guy. He's caught 16 passes over his first 2 seasons, but has largely been a disappointment. Panthers hope he can emerge, challenge Muhsin Muhammad for a starting job at wide receiver opposite Steve Smith. Whether that'll happen this year remains to be seen, but clearly Jarrett needs to take some steps forward to become the player that the Panthers want him to become. Also on the offensive side of the ball, here's a name to look out for, Gary Barnidge. In OTAs, he was catching everything in sight. He's the second tight end behind Jeff King, battling with Dante Rosario. They got some other tight ends in camp as well. But Barnidge is a guy who they feel can stretch the middle of the field, make some plays, take some pressure off Steve Smith. Also on the offensive side of the ball, 3rd-round draft pick Mike Goodson from Texas A&M. Looked great in OTAs, really fast. We'll see how he does when he gets the pads on, but he's a guy that they think is very explosive, can catch balls out of the backfield, also be a sort of a 3rd-down back. Probably won't get a lot of carries with D'Angelo Williams and Jonathan Stewart in the mix, but Goodson, they still feel like can help him out. On the defensive side of the ball, Everett Brown. Of course, all eyes will be on him this year. The Panthers gave up a 1st-round draft pick in 2010 to get him, to trade up to move up to get him from Florida State. They hope he can be an impact pass rusher opposite Julius Peppers. He'll have competition from Charles Johnson and Tyler Brayton at defensive end, but look for Brown to be in on passing downs and to help the Panthers get some pressure on the quarterback. Also on the defensive side of the ball, cornerback Richard Marshall takes over for Ken Lucas this year. For 3 years he's been behind Lucas. Now he gets a chance to show that he can be a starter. He's had 3 pretty good seasons with the Panthers, struggled a little bit towards the end of last season and in the playoffs, but now it's a chance for Richard Marshall to show what he can do. One guy in special teams to keep an eye out for is Larry Beavers. He's a Division III product, put up outstanding numbers in college. We'll see if he can duplicate those here in the NFL. He's a long shot to make the roster, but he's got great speed, one of the fastest players on the team. We'll see if he can do it in the NFL. When we get down to training camp, we'll have more video updates for you from the players as well as me.